All right, so this is basically your overview of our back office compliance software. It's called Skyslope. It's very, very user friendly. It's super intuitive, but we'll just kind of run through it real quick. So you're going to get an email and you click on the blue link to create your password. Once you do that, you're going to come over and your agent dashboard is going to look a little bit like this. If you're doing a buy end, you're going to create a transaction. If you're doing a sell end, you're going to create a listing. So my first one was a listing. So this is Sky. She is the Skyslope personal assistant. And to find our listing, I'm going to click here. And since I already have this uploaded to the MLS, they found my listing in order to help me save time. It's not my listing, I can click down below. All right, so we need our Colorado required docs. We're listing at 309. Since this is mine, I didn't have any listing commission. You did a co-listing agent, like a team lead or something like that, you put that in here. It was listed on 8/14, and I always do it for a year. So it goes through August 13th. Person selling is Austin Eberhardt. If you're doing an LLC or a company, it goes here. If you have two sellers, you go there. So we create our listing. In order to create a listing, there's not a whole lot of required docs. You get your big three. You need your exclusive right to sell, brokerage disclosure to seller, as well as your seller's property disclosure. So I got my brokerage disclosure. Exclusive right to sell. Well, my seller's property disclosure. There's a few applicable ones on here. If you're doing a foreclosure or a FERPTA, like a basically a citizen, and you can save yourself some time by uploading any additional docs, HOA docs, due diligence docs that you want in here. We got our Colorado required docs. So I'm representing the listing. Our acceptance date was the 23rd. Closing date was the 10th. Sales price is $325. So we sold it above asking. Woohoo! I actually used Kin. You should always kind of fill all this stuff in, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to kind of do the required stuff. Got that submitted. We didn't hold the earnest money. It was not a referral. If it's a referral, basically you do whether it's internal or external. Commission split. So then we got our checklist. So we need to fill in all the rest of our docs. And they have this really cool drag and drop feature, so you don't have to upload it. So it really makes it a little bit of a time saver. So what's our first one? Looks like an inspection resolution. I do have some invoices for proof that work got completed, so I'm just going to put those in the inspection resolution as well. Minus money. MLS, I got the agent full report on here. We did have an addendum. Brokerage disclosure. Looks like I have 2 of them for some reason. So since I'm not sure why, I'm going to upload both of them, let the admin take a peek. Change the status. Those are closing instructions. You guys see it before me, closing instructions? Ah, here we are. Got our contract to buy and sell. Got our HOA docs. Okay, I got a couple more of these. I have some financials as well. Proof of funds, since it was a cash buyer. Inspection objection. We got another one. It's a notice of claim against the developer, so that's going on HOA docs. Looks like 2 more work orders. We'll put that in our inspection resolution. Or you can put those down in additional docs. Since we do have the mandatory seller COVID-19 form, that's going to go in additional docs. On an unrelated note, you guys should always wear sunscreen, especially if you're hiking a 14er. Otherwise, you are going to end up with raccoon eyes and your nose is peeling. Seller's property disclosure. Right there. Square footage disclosure. Transaction report. exclusive right to sell. And final settlement statements. All right, so let's look through this real quick. It wasn't 478, so we don't need lead-based paint. We didn't have any listing contract amend extends, letters of intent, no counters, no agreement to amend extend. Actually, that was right there. That should be switched, but we'll just leave it. But don't do that, switch it. Notice to terminate, no. Agreement to revive, bills of sale, earnest money release, source of water. That was in the seller's property disclosure, so it's not applicable, not a foreclosure. We don't have any affiliated businesses yet that we're utilizing here at Springs Realty, so that's not applicable yet. CMA, if I run a CMA, I need to put that in, as well as any marketing material. So I need to start adding these in for all my listings. Commission disbursement agreement, since I have this automatically set up, I don't need to add this. If yours isn't automatically set up, you will need to add it, as well as a referral fee if you got it from somebody else. No post occupancy, powers of attorneys, wasn't a short sale, not a FERPA buyer. So this one, the statewide buyers and sellers advisory form, you can give that to your people if you want to and really go over that in detail. It would be a great thing to get in the habit of doing, or you can direct them to the website. We do have links for this on both the buyers and sellers link. We waived the appraisal, so we don't have that. There were no due diligence docs. Inspection report, I can attach that, I probably should. So once we've got all that, we're gonna click on Get Paid Now, which is the fun part, right? So we're gonna basically set up commissions in order to make sure we get paid. So my name's Tyler. I am an agent, but I'm also the managing broker. Oh, so e-commission, this is just if I want to get paid now. Huh, that's funny. All right, so that was a pop-up. So it looks like they do have some advanced commissions on this get paid now option, but that's not something I'm really concerned about. It's not something that I need to know because this house is already closed. See, it says it expired up here because it closed in the past. So basically what's going to happen next is the admin is going to approve all these for you guys. So the admin will check all these and make sure this stuff has all been filled out properly. So be nice to your contract admin. So no commissions on this one. So referral agent, make sure you have your W-9 inputted. They'll come through and basically take a peek at all of these documents to make sure they're in order. That's why there's two of them. Okay. So this one gets deleted. And they'll basically accept or reject once they look through all your files. You'll get a notification if it does get rejected so that you can redo it. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. This is a real estate transaction, so there's a lot of documents to look over. And it's good to have a few set of eyes on this to make sure you dot all your I's and cross your T's. So it'll be you looking at it, as well as an administrative assistant, and then a third set of eyes like me or an office manager to make sure we're not missing anything for compliance purposes. All right, and it looks like basically, so they'll go in, they'll close this out. So we have them all for back office archives so we can be in compliance. And it's got a list of everything for Dora that they could ever need.